How's my bro?
Good, isn't it?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. So this is my first video for the year and I've got something exciting for you guys today. Well, is it exciting? I'll let you be the judge of that, but nonetheless I am going to meet up with Shane right now. He had the Haval GT on test for the December holidays. So to be honest with you, I really don't know much about this car, and all I've seen is reviews from people, including on Twitter, some good reviews and some not so much. So I think what better to actually get it, get the info from the horse's mouth, being Shane, since he had it for like almost a month. But I think one thing that stood out for me with regards to the Haval GT was the fuel consumption. I think a lot of people were complaining about that, and when I saw the fuel stats on I myself was pretty shocked, because I kind of in a way compared it to my SRT, whereby I think they said about 13.5 up to even 15 kilometers 15 liters per 100 kilometers. So yeah, that's a bit hectic, but nonetheless we'll just leave it to Shane to just tell us a bit more about the car. With that said, let's be on our way. This year I'm hoping to do things a bit different from how we've been doing on the channel. As you've seen lately, I've been showing some old cars on there, some classic cars, because I really like the older cars. So I'm gonna be mixing it up with the older and the new, kind of trying to get people to tell us the stories behind their cars and their builds, as much as we'll also be reviewing the newer cars. So it's gonna be a bit of everything here and there, but I'm also hoping that you guys will kind of tell me what it is that you want to see more of, and I'll try by all means to actually add that onto the channel. But how was the car?
It was good. No complaints. It's comfortable. No, it's cool. We went to Greytown. Look, it was the drive was long for a couple of reasons.
Okay guys, so we are in the Haval GT, very comfortable, and yeah, like I said, one thing that Cheno mentioned was the fuel consumption there, but I guess he'll be telling us more about that. But yeah, what is being said on the net I think is true, but the car, everything else is really amazing. So far, look, I'm impressed, but yeah, I guess it all depends on what you're looking for, because if you're looking for the space, it's got the space. If you're looking for the looks, it's got the looks. But if you're looking for something to be your fuel saver, then you're probably better off. But with that said, we're gonna be going somewhere just to take a couple of pics and video for the gram of the car, and then yeah, we'll get to just share a bit more about this vehicle. So check this out guys, 3 Ducatis, hey, Panigales.
What range you got in there? 1635.
Okay guys, so finally we got to a spot, and Shane was just going to be telling us about his experience with the Haval H6 GT. It's a 4-wheel drive. So driving here, it was a really comfortable car, and look, inside felt very very nice and all, but nonetheless, I'd rather let him do the talking because he, actually got to experience what the car is all about. With that said, let's give it through to Shano just to tell us more about this H6.
Hey guys, Shane here, and what I'm going to be telling you about is this. This is the 2022 Haval H6 GT 4-wheel drive. Now, Haval were nice enough to give me this car for pretty much the whole of December. I give it back in a few days now. I'm going to be sharing with you my experience overall. Do note I refrain from being a journalist because everyone has their own opinion. This is my experience with physically living with the car. We went down to KZN with the car. I took the car off-road, did long distance driving, floored it a lot, didn't floor it a lot. So my overall experience, it's pretty good actually. So the fact that the car is 4-wheel drive, as you can see, it's super dirty for a reason. Where we were staying in KZN was pretty much on a bit of a farm, and the sand road turned into mud because it had been raining for 4 days straight. So I took advantage of the different terrain modes, such as your off-road and sand mode. You can actually also deactivate the traction control manually, which is nice. You can have some extra fun. The car is a 2-liter turbo, so it does produce 150 kilowatts of power and 320 newton meters of torque at 6,000 RPM. It is a 7-speed dual clutch manual automatic gearbox. So it is a 7-speed dual clutch automatic gearbox as well. Overall, the car's responsiveness when in race mode to, of course, throttle response is amazing. Generally speaking, I drive the car in eco, otherwise it's a little bit thirsty. I mean, it is a big car as well. It does have a big engine, kind of expected. Other than that, inside the car, no faults. It has the most comfortable seats I've ever sat in. It has every bit of safety technology you can think of. It has adaptive cruise control. It has something new called traffic jam assist, which, to be honest, blew me away. You'd be driving along on the highway. What it does is it will detect the cars around you, the lanes. It'll keep you within the lanes at the correct speed at a certain distance from the car in front of you. It will do all the gear changing, the braking, accelerating for you as well. Also, a perfect example is I was driving on the highway, someone cut me off and the car immediately slammed on brakes because all of a sudden this car is almost coming into contact with you. So it's very safe. You feel it. It cocoons you in a shell. You don't have a lot of road noise as well. The sound system is good. It has a sunroof. It's a very awesome car otherwise. It looks good as well. As everyone knows on Twitter, this car's been going mad. Haval did very well with this car for the price point. 630,000 Rand for this model. There is also a hybrid version called the HEV, so it's actually a hybrid electric vehicle. But I'm looking forward to seeing that car as well. Other than that, it's a good car, it's awesome. Okay, so as you can see in the front here, you have a lot of leather and suede textures. Another nice beautiful thing is the steering wheel itself. So what's also nice is the driver's cockpit. So everything is beautiful screens. The center screen itself is full touch screen. If you look forward from the driver's point of view, you'll notice that the car actually also has heads-up display, keeping your eyes on the road at all times where possible. Another beautiful thing is the center section here where you have the actual transmission underneath. So what they've done is they've put a wireless charger there. There's another charging port on that side. Two actually, there's another one in there. And two at the back. So the beauty is the center console is massive, and they've included this beautiful storage space underneath as well, because usually cars don't have that. So they've given you a ton of extra space, cup holders, just about everything you need. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It's got 360 reverse camera as well. It's got park distance control. It's everything you need. So guys, in terms of the fuel consumption of the H6 GT, understand it is a big car at the same time. Now, when I was driving down to the coast, I was getting in eco mode about, the lowest I got was 9.4 liters to 100 k's, which isn't actually that bad considering the size of the car, how much you can carry, not to mention the back seats hold 3 adults, so there's tons of legroom. Driving around in the city, understand, big car once again, you'll get about I'd say between 10 and 12 liters per 100 k's. That is if you aren't flooring it the whole time in race mode, because that is really fun. And yeah, I've been doing that a little bit, so that's probably why my wallet is feeling a bit light. I've been filling this up quite a bit.
Okay guys, with that said, thank you very much Shano for just giving us some insight on the Haval. I know that a lot of you guys are actually interested in knowing more about this car, so there you have it. So as mentioned earlier on with the fuel, right, I suppose if you floor it just like any other car, you are probably gonna get very bad mileage. But considering, like he said, it's a big car, so I think don't expect to be comparing the H6 with a smaller car.